So here we are closing out 2022. It's not too cold out today, but it's generally getting to that point of the year where I kind of stop going out taking photos because it's so cold and it's hard to enjoy it. But it's about 50 degrees out here today, so it's actually not too bad, especially now that the sun's actually out. So earlier this year I made a what's in my camera bag video. I quickly realized after getting that messenger bag, carrying around a messenger bag is not always the most convenient, but it's not that bad if you're, leaving it in the car and just grabbing what you need when you go out and take photos. But actually carrying around a messenger bag, flops around, it's not the most convenient. Thankfully, Brevite reached out to me and offered to send me one of their jumper backpacks, which has been really nice so far. I've been using it for about the past 4 months or so. So I quickly realized that a messenger bag was not going to cut it if I'm going to be doing not just photography, but also making YouTube videos as well, because I need something to carry around my YouTube filmmaking equipment like microphones, extra batteries, and other stuff I might possibly need. So just to be completely transparent with you guys, I am not getting paid to make this video. I was not offered any money by Brevite. They just wanted to send one out to me and ask me to make a video about it, but I wanted to make sure I actually got my proper use out of the bag, and so I can make an honest video about what I think about this camera bag. So let's head back to the studio. Let's go over everything that I carry inside of my camera bag, and then I will give you guys my honest thoughts on this backpack. Let's go over everything I carry in this camera bag for photography and YouTube filmmaking. One of my favorite things about this bag is the side pocket that you can open up and reach in and grab your camera. I wasn't really expecting it in a bag this small, but it's extremely convenient and much better than just opening up the top of the bag to reach in and grab your camera. The A7C is kind of the perfect size for this camera bag. It fits in here pretty perfectly, and I can pull it out without any issues. It's easy to store with my camera strap as well. It is the Clever Supply Co. adjustable strap, and it is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you guys pick one up. In fact, I just bought one for my wife as well, actually, to use with her camera. So next, opening up the main compartment where I store all of my lenses and a couple lens filters and other little accessories, I have my Sigma 28-70. It's always good to carry around a zoom lens just in case, although I usually prefer prime lenses. This is my favorite zoom lens for the A7C because of its small compact size. It's not a 24-70, having that 4 extra millimeters would be nice, but that's also what I carry around my 24mm lens for. As I've mentioned in previous videos, the 24mm is generally my everyday carry lens that I throw on my A7C because it's small and compact. In here I'm also carrying my 20mm 1.8. It's a nice wide vlogging lens that I could put on my FX3 or my A7C if I ever needed to, but it's also great for getting wider landscape style shots as well. I have a couple different lens filters I use as well that I carry around. My most used one is the Glimmer Glass 1. I've been keeping it on my camera pretty consistently lately. I really am starting to like the Glimmer Glass over the Pro Mist filters because it gives you that highlight bloom, but it doesn't dramatically lower the contrast of the overall image, which is really nice. But I do also carry my Pro Mist 1/4 and 1/8 as well in here, just in case. And the last lens filter I carry around is my Moment polarizer filter. The polarizer filter is great for cleaning up an image, maybe if you're shooting midday and there's a lot of light reflecting off of leaves. It's also great for cleaning up reflections on cars if you're doing any kind of automotive photography. The other strap I also carry around is my Peak Design wrist strap. Sometimes having a neck strap on your camera, it can kind of get in the way. It's not always the best if you're out doing maybe street photography or portraits. The wrist strap is convenient because it just doesn't get in the way, and sometimes a neck strap can kind of block the viewfinder. So if you're doing like street photography and you don't really have a large window to get the shot you want, sometimes it's safe to just carry a wrist strap as well. And lastly, I carry a few step-up rings just in case I need to fit any of my filters on a lens that doesn't have the same filter thread. There's also a front compartment where you can carry a couple different things in pouches. I like to carry my camera batteries in here, so I try to keep a couple extra camera batteries in here as well, generally for my FX3 since my A7C doesn't really go through batteries. I also carry batteries for my monitor as well in here. Next up we have my Rode Lav mic, which I typically use to record audio when I'm out recording videos. I have the original Rode Go Wireless. I don't have the Rode Go Wireless 2, which is currently out, but I might upgrade to that or the DJI in the future. I also keep a couple Allen wrenches in here, which is always safe to have, as well as an extra SD card, because I have a tendency to forget to put my SD card back in my camera after I'm dropping footage on my computer. Now onto the top compartment of the camera bag. Now I carry a couple unconventional things in this compartment that I don't see a lot of other people carry around, but let me just share my secrets with you guys a little bit. After a video I made this past March where I went out and filmed a video in the rain, it was really difficult to do without getting my camera soaking wet. So I was like, I wonder if they make umbrella mounts for tripods. So I found one on Amazon. I've only had to use it a couple times, but it's been really convenient when I have needed it. So I always keep it in my camera bag just in case. Another circumstance where I've realized I need to be carrying around an umbrella because I don't want to get my camera soaking wet is when I'm out walking around doing street photography. So I also went on Amazon and bought a shoulder mount for an umbrella. Now it's kind of tricky to put on. It's not the most comfortable if you get it, but it's really nice because now you have both hands open, and if you're out taking photos, you don't have to be holding an umbrella in one hand and your camera in the other hand. So I also highly recommend that. And there's also a little zip-up compartment in the top pocket as well, which is where I keep a couple random things that I never know when I might need. First of all, I have like an Allen wrench tool that I keep in there. An Allen wrench tool set is kind of essential if you're doing any kind of filmmaking, because if you're rigging up your camera, then you definitely need one of these. I also have a cheap generic flash that I bought on eBay for like 20 bucks, I think. It works on my camera. I don't use it very often. It doesn't work great. It cuts off if I don't take a photo for 5 seconds, but I mean, if I ever need it, it's convenient to have. I also keep a cold shoe mount for my microphone just in case I'm doing any type of vlogging or anything that would require me to put this on my camera. So it's there just in case. I also carry my small rig grip, which is also a vertical mount as well, in this bag, just in case I ever need to mount my camera and do any kind of photography like on a tripod, which I don't do very often, but it comes in handy if I'm taking photos at night or doing any kind of long exposure stuff. Also have this little fluffy dead cat thing, whatever you want to call it. It cuts out wind for my microphone as well. Although most of the time I use the lav mic, so I don't really use this that often, but it's always there just in case something were to happen to my lav. And lastly, I carry a USB-C cord just in case in my camera bag as well. You never know when you might need it for charging, whether it's my camera while I'm on the road or something. So it comes in handy. So that's pretty much everything I carry in my camera bag for photography and YouTube filmmaking. It's been nice. Obviously, I can't carry both of my cameras in there, so I typically just kind of have to carry my FX3 around, especially with the audio handle on it. It's kind of hard to store that in anything. What do you expect when you have a small, compact camera bag like this that doesn't even really look like a camera bag, which is also really nice. So I've been using this camera bag for probably about the past 4 months. You haven't really seen it in any of my videos because I typically leave it sitting at my tripod when I'm out filming, but it's been really convenient. It's been really nice having a camera bag for carrying around this kind of stuff. And it's gotten to the point where I use it more than my other camera bag now, which is nice. My only real concern with the backpack is, if I can show you guys, the dividers in the backpack are kind of flimsy. If you have your lenses in there, it's fine, it holds up well, but it is kind of a concern when these are a little flimsy. So if you have less than maybe 2 or 3 lenses stored in there, that might be a concern, but otherwise you should be fine. So I think if you guys are looking for a decent, affordable camera bag, then the Brevite jumper is a great option to go with. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know if you have any questions or concerns about this backpack. I'll be happy to answer comments down below. And I hope I could inspire you guys to get out and take more photos as well. Go out and shoot.